Ladies and gentlemen, may I direct your attention to something quite extraordinary, quite incredible, quite unlike anything you may have experienced in your life.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Takeover Show. I'm your host, Misa, and with me, as always, he is owner of Blue Cheese. He's also a certified torta pounder. Please give it up for my boy, the torta maker, Mr. Chuy.
What up, gang? Welcome. We have a very badass one.
Yeah, we do have a very good episode here today, but before we get into it, guys, a big old shout out to our sponsors, starting here at Genuine Reference Studios. Guys, anything music, anything sound, anything podcast, please hit up General Reference Studios. Also, a big shout out to our official photographer, the Takeover's official photographer, Mr. Big O over at Big O Photos.
Shout out Big O.
For all events, guys, please hit up a Big O. Now, Chuy, we do have other sponsors here. Who else do we have here?
We're going to give a shout out to the boys, Nothing But Love, but Mr. Mike Moya and Renee over there at Dulce doing their thing over there in Summer Park, New Mexico.
Dulce is a company that they make cannabis edibles, dude. They are the only ones that have 2 milligrams all the way up to 100 milligram gummies. Please make sure you guys consume responsibly and legally. And, dude, it's also
Abuelita approved. So one more time, go check them out at DULZE.NM with the pink page.
That's right, guys.
And so one more sponsor I want to give a shout out to. My boy,
Yeah, man, our boy Will and all the Mijos out there over at Mijo Things.
Those dudes be killing it.
Let's go.
They be killing it with the apparel down from the down to the food now, bro. You want to let them know?
Yeah, they do have Mijos Tacos. We still haven't tried it, Chuy, but we're gonna go. We're gonna see if we could do a ride along.
Word on the street is fire. But
man.
damn,
Fire.
you hear that voice right there, my boy?
Guys, he is our guest here today. You could listen to him on ESPN 600. He is all about sports. Please give it up for our guest, Adrian Broaddus.
Let's go, guys. What's up?
Broaddus.
We're back. Welcome.
I'm back with you guys. Last time we were in a house. You guys were having some tall boys. We were having some fun. This time it's 2026. We got a lot of to talk about. We've already been talking a ton.
Yeah,
Misa,
bro.
I haven't seen your face in 3 years.
I know.
Chuy, I just saw your face like a month ago or so.
Yes, sir.
And man, I just thank you guys for inviting me on.
Bro. Thank you for taking the time and coming by. Like you said, last time I was able to interview Chuy. I don't even think Chuy was in the picture yet, was he?
Yeah, I was in the back.
Oh, he was in the back, dude, eating and shit.
I remember.
Yeah, I literally was in the back on the computer, bro. But honestly, it's been a pleasure, bro. More life. You have a family now. You're doing your thing.
Man,
so
Yeah, three. We have a house of 4. Isn't that crazy?
Whoa!
Actually, wait. House just recently been 5. So my wife and I and 3 dogs. So there you go.
Hey, that's still cool.
and since last time I saw you, I think the Rams didn't have a Super Bowl ring, so we got one now.
We got one now.
Baby.
Maybe another one this year.
We're on the road to.
I don't know, guys. Don't take it too far now, all right, guys? All right, this is a Chargers podcast, so shout out to all the Chargers fans out there, all my 3 friends out there, dude. Now, like I said, man, it's been 3 years. Last time was in September of 2022 that we were able to record. And like I said, bro, we gave you a bit of time,
Yes.
in between. You grew out your hair.
I grew up.
I was going to say, you look taller, bro. Are you still
Thank
growing?
you. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. You know what? You said this. Wait. I think this is actually great karma. I'm feeling great because this is the whole weekend and everything is about destiny and like where this is going to be. Like people are going to watch this after the fact and either laugh at me because the Rams are out of the playoffs and they just lost to the Bears, or what I just want to say right now. Wait, get this. 3 years ago, we met. We did the podcast. Rams won the Super Bowl.
Shit.
This time around, we're running it back.
Hey, so we like to call this thing homie prayer. So, homie, if you're out there listening, may you hear his words and more success to you in this year and more success to all of us, more life. But hey, Rams, let's fucking get it, my boy.
Man, I don't know if it's even possible, but there's got to be a way where, like, maybe a team could get disqualified and then they just call up the Chargers. They're like, all right, guys, we'll give you one more.
What
chance.
happened to them last week?
Dude, it's that whole line, bro. Like the whole year they've been struggling. I mean, 11 different guys up in the line. How can you get chemistry going like that? You know, poor quarterback, man. Herbert. I told Chuy, man, if Herbert leaves, dude, I wouldn't mind just fucking going with him.
So we're texting during the games, and then that's what I rock with this dude, because we rock with each other's teams, even though like fuck the Chargers. He said he probably thinks fuck the Chargers.
We do share the same stadium.
We share the same, you know,
Isn't that
crazy?
Same city. So we're like, damn, and then this dude's like, I'm like, Pinchy Chargers, and he texts us back, Pinchy Herbert, if he leaves, I'm going with him. And what I tell you? What if he goes to the Cleveland Browns?
Oh, yeah. And then I send out like, go Browns, go.
He sends me a gif of the dude going, go Browns. And I'm like, no.
That's cool, man. A lot has happened. Like I said, when we interviewed you, you had just gotten engaged not that long ago.
That's right.
We were talking about beer and all this stuff, man. How is life now, bro? After the past
Life
3
is
years?
great, man. Life is a grind.
Other way.
Oh,
Green side, there you go.
yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm already fucking up here. Life is amazing. Life is great. It's great to be back here. You know, when you do this on a daily basis, and when you talk to people, and you talk on a radio show for a daily basis, it's easy to kind of have the years blurred, right? Like, I listened to shows from 3 years ago or 4 years ago or stuff like that, and I'm like, wait a second, that just happened yesterday. And then I look at my phone, and then I'm like kind of going through different interviews or different photos that we have, and I was like, I remember this moment like just yesterday, and it was like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. And I mean, this February, next month we're going back to the Super Bowl for Radio Row for the fourth time for year 4.
And I want to get into that. Well, now that we're talking about the Super Bowl, so you're a 4-timer, and you go to every like city that they hosted in.
Correct. Yeah.
And you have a panel, or how does that work? Or?
So what happens is we get a table like this. They set us up with like 300 other media outlets out there, and next to you it's ESPN LA. To the right of you it's CBS Sports San Francisco. To the other side behind you or whatever, it's Baltimore, and they're doing like some kind of crazy stuff. So it's like all different podcasts, all different radio stations.
Are you guys like competitive when it comes to that shit? Like, do you go, we walk around, you like mad dog them and shit?
No. But I will say, I will say there is a competitiveness to it, because like we go in and it's like, all right, these guys from El Paso, what do they have in common with these guys? Like, why do they want to interview Kurt Schilling? Why do they want to interview Emmitt Smith? And it's like, well, dude, how many fucking Cowboy fans are here in El Paso? Like, how many people actually care? Oh, boo. Yeah, I hear that too.
That's a cancer we don't say in here,
But like randomly, like 2 years ago, we had like Kirk Cousins and KJ Osborne. Like randomly, like what do they have? But what do they have in common with El Paso? Right, so it's like when you factor those things in, it is a little competitive. It's like, all right, we want these fucking interviews. Like we're out here, like we've been here before, and like it's a credit to all the people that I work with. It's a credit to Steve Kaplowitz. This is a credit to Steve Foster. It's a credit to guys like Chris Fernandez, like guys that we go out there to, and we work our fucking ass off, and it's fun. Like we have a blast, but it's like sensory overload.
I bet. I was gonna say, what's the process of like, I guess like getting ready for an event like that? Is it like a week's worth of like research, and it's just, or is it mostly like on the spot that you work best?
I think we all work best on the spot, and you can't, like at Radio Row, it's not easy to just like schedule interviews. Like, for example, last year we're walking around, and then I see, wait a second, there's Josh Ortega, there's Derek Hillmendorf, there's Will Hernandez, there's Milo things. Like I literally see these guys out there, and it's like, wait a second, that's the familiarity. That's easy. Like that stuff is easy, right? Because we can bring those on. It's familiar faces. They're going around doing the rounds with all sorts of great media outlets, and they're like taking time to do our show. Or like A&A All the Way Foundation, Aaron and Alvin Jones, we see them around, and it's like, okay, let's do something really quick and bring something home so we can localize it and stuff like that. That's where it's fun. Now the other side to it is like, all right, it's a crapshoot. Like, you just go out there, and how do you know what all these celebrities look like? Do you know what these offensive linemen, tight ends look like? Like, no, I don't. And then I'm now wearing glasses. Like I can now fucking
before
see.
you were.
Dude, I was blind, Misa. Like
you
I was,
not know
I
you
was
were
fucking
blind or
blind. I
what?
didn't know I was blind until like a month ago. And so, dude, like I had. So when I take off my glasses, or like when I take off my glasses, I was like, oh my god, how was I driving at night? Like how was I doing all this stuff? Like, oh wait, that's how you look.
Shit,
Like, oh
dude.
wait, hey, that's how Chuy looks. Like, so then like I would walk around supermarkets or something, and people would stare at me, and I would be like, oh shit, dude, who the fuck is this? But I couldn't see them, so it was like I just wanted to head down, do my stuff. But in reality, now I can see people's faces. And like now it's a
But
superpower.
you made a point too. Like there's so many players, right? Like on any type of game or sport, there's a lot of different players. Like I couldn't tell you like the starting lineup for the Chargers. You know, I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
you,
what's
you know,
Joe Alt look like?
yeah.
What
bro,
is
like,
fucking?
I've
you
only
know?
seen him with a helmet on, guys.
What does
like,
Austin
the fuck?
Eckler look like? Like when I saw Austin Eckler in person for
Bald.
the first life, he's tiny and bald.
Yeah, dude,
but like
bald.
slim. Like he's not like jacked or anything like. He's like slim, cut, built like a tank. He's like smaller. Like
I cried when they fucking released that dude, bro. Pobrecito.
Who's the biggest like impression that you're like, damn, that fool for sure is an athlete?
Gronk.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Gronk. I thought you were gonna say like Derrick
6'4",
Henry or
6'5".
something.
I was about to say Grok. Like the, AI, like the Twitter AI. I was like, wait a second, I gotta think about this for a second. But Gronk, Rob Gronkowski,
Yeah,
he's huge.
big.
He's like 6'7". He's like, yeah, he's huge.
that's
And
so
then and he's like
cool, bro.
250, like just
Bro,
massive.
I get mad, like really upset when I see like really tall dudes. You know, like my brother's like 6'2". And that's just like look up and I'm like, God, why did I have to stop at 5'8"? You know, like what did I do? You know, like maybe gravity is just on my ass even more than everybody else. But really quick, man, I was going through a little bit in the old podcast that we interviewed you in. You're a Franklin student. You graduated from Franklin.
Graduated from Franklin.
We usually use a
Three of us right here.
because a lot of people are from other schools. But
No sabe.
yeah, man. Shout out to my brother
it-
Kevin, though. By the way, dude.
Shout out to Kevin.
Kevin.
Big shout out to Kevin. Is it weird though, guys? Like as I've so like as soon as I graduated, I kind of like disassociated. So I'm sorry. But like, yeah, like now I cover high school football and I love it. But is it weird that like I have like teams that I'm not a fan of, but I'm kind of a fan of? Like I kind of like their uniforms. I kind of like their color.
that's
like,
how
dude,
I
tell
was
me a
speaking.
cooler color than Chapin's uniforms, right?
That's true,
Baby
man.
blue, Carolina blue. Come
Franklin
on.
has some good uniforms too, man. But
They
I mean,
do. They do.
Like El Dorado, you had like Austin. Like I've always like when I was in high school too, I'd always be like, dude, their uniforms suck, so they might suck too. You know, like
Yes. Like Eastwood rolls out there with the jump man. They're the only schools with the jump man. That's like, dude, they're winning today.
yeah, for sure. I'm gonna cheer for them, dude.
So I'm trying to see what the uniforms
Chewy, what the
look like.
fuck are you looking at, dude?
Chapin High
That's
School.
a bunch of dude. What the fuck, dog? That's
This is why you guys
that's
get
a
banned
crap.
on social media
Jesus.
accounts.
That's why, Chewy. Holy fuck.
Oh,
man.
they be looking like the North Carolina ones or what?
Exactly.
Damn.
Carolina blue. They got it's just UNC colors basically.
Heck yeah, man.
So-
well, real quick, while you were in high school, we also saw that it was funny because you made a comment that you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go and join the basketball team and make the team, and you're like, no, man, I show up, and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna make this. You know?
Yeah,
And
that's right. Yeah.
And then you threw a El Dorado name out there. He's like, I mean, if I was like going to El Dorado, I probably would have started and shit.
Damn, that's funny. That's funny. Nowadays, it's like now I can like retroactively look at, even though it's only 3 years. I'm like, yeah, maybe if I was at like Austin or something, maybe I could have played El Paso High. Let's slow it down when it comes to El Dorado and stuff like that.
That's awesome. I also saw and we were hearing, man, during time in high school, that's kind of like they didn't have like a sports thing or anything like that. That's where you kind of jumped in, right? That's where you kind
Yeah.
of got the whole sports thing going. How was that? That whole process? How was that journey during high school when you first started doing
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's what inspired me to do what I'm doing now, and I kind of knew that I wanted to do something in like sports or something in this kind of light. I didn't know what it was. Maybe it was like coaching, or maybe it was like being a a PA announcer, or being a play-by-play announcer, or stuff like that. And when I was at Franklin, I really enjoyed writing. And then when I was at UTEP, I really enjoyed writing as well. I did it for the Prospector. I did it for both student newspaper, yearbook, and then in college the newspaper over at UTEP, and so I enjoyed like the writing aspect of it. So if you would have asked me at that time, like, what are you going to do? I would have told you I'm writing a column for a newspaper. Yeah. I'm working on a magazine or something, and I'm a sports reporter for something like that. So to find my way into radio, I mean, it's been such a blessing because this is what I like to do is like long form. Like I want to take you through a journey. Like I want to take you through, and that's what I loved about writing. I loved taking things through chronological order, coming up with the biggest topics or biggest thoughts that I had. And I felt like my opinion mattered. But now on the radio and doing this for, 9 years now, this is year 9.
That's crazy.
I know, right? Dude. Yeah, year 9. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Whole 9 piece.
Let's go. Doing it for 9 years, I feel like at that now at this level, I kind of have this like, okay, I can do the long form. I can have this conversation and I can feel comfortable about doing this, and I can give you my opinion. And maybe my opinion matters to you, or you feel a way about my opinion, so then you want to call in and tell me why my opinion's wrong.
Yeah, can you tell Adrian to shut the fuck up?
Hey, Adrian. So,
I've heard a lot of that too. Is like, oh, fuck this guy. And it's cool, dude, because it means that they care. It means that they're listening. It means and you guys should feel the same, right?
Yeah. Does any of that get under your skin though? Like when you have
not anymore. Not anymore. It used to get like I'd see something and it would piss me off, or somebody that the ones that used to piss me off were the ones that would diss us, like diss the show or whatever, right? So I would feel slighted. Now I feel no way. So diss the show all you want. I don't care. At least you're listening, right? But
that's what I always like to tell people when they're fucking being negative and shit. Hey, thanks for your comment, bro.
Yes.
Thanks for the view.
Yes, you're
Thank
engaging.
You, come again.
Thank you, come again. Apu, yes, let's go. But nowadays it's like, or I wouldn't say nowadays, or like, maybe 3 years ago when I was on your show, I would feel slighted when it was somebody I knew who was dissing, or like somebody who like in the acquaintance sphere like said something against the show, and I was like, dude, that would bother me. And now it doesn't, because you know what we all have is a fucking phone, so I can call somebody up and be like, wait a second, what did you mean by, or like, hey, let's talk this through, or like, and we have rare instances like that, just for full transparency.
But that's cool though. I mean, but also 9 years doing this radio hosting. You're also working with our boy Steve Kaplowitz, man.
Yes,
Shout out to our boy Steve, bro.
Shout out to Steve.
So
Steve, last time we ran into him at
TNA,
dude.
yes, sir. So I had a saying that you have fans and we all have fans. I actually had a fan, my barber. Shout out our official barber.
Yeah,
he
shout out
had
to
a
him.
question,
Shout out your barber.
and I'm glad you brought up Steve Kaplowitz.
Kaplowitz.
So you're the official co-host of Sports Talk, right? And you got Minor Talk. They were asking me what was the difference between Sports Talk and Minor Talk.
So Sports Talk daily basis, Monday through Friday, 4 to 7. Me and Steve do it together. Minor Talk is after every UTEP game, but men's basketball, football. Like we're just only, call-in show UTEP. Only, just UTEP. Yeah, and it's like straight reaction. Like we want to hear the raw, unfiltered reaction. We want to hear after Misa's had 7 beers at the Sun Bowl, left early, actually got kicked out at the Sun Bowl.
We did get kicked out that one time from the UTEP stadium.
But I want those guys to call in. And I also want the compelled dad out of, Colorado who's listening because his son's on, the team, and we're talking shit about the team and stuff like that. Not talking shit, but we're being fair, and the team is not good. But I mean, dude, I grew up on this shit. Like I grew up going to football games with my dad and my whole family, and we'd jump in the car and we'd listen to Minor Talk. And John Teicher was hosting the show, and we'd listen every single time. And I'd ask my dad, "Hey, can I call in? Like I'm ready to go." Like he's like, you're 5 years old, you're 6 years old, you're 7, you're 8 years old, dude. Chill out. And but I would get the takes from him, and him and I would talk a lot about it and assess the game and stuff like that. And so this is nothing different. Like I feel like I've kind of been thinking about post UTEP football or all this kind of stuff post game, really like kind of since day one, since watching UTEP to start things off. They were bad back then, and they're bad now.
Fuck New Year, same shit, bro.
New Year.
That's cool. I mean, John Teicher, man. And shout out to him. We also interviewed him about 3-4 years ago, and that was a great episode. I did call him John Taffer. I fucked up, dude. I know.
Se le fue.
No, I know, dude. I know. I was like,
no sea mamón.
But
so I wanted to ask, how long has been the longevity of this Minor Talk? Has been over 50 years?
Well, that's a great question. Minor Talk died for a long time. Like John Teicher hosted it for a long time.
The voice of the miners.
And then it died. Like he just stopped doing it. And when we 600 ESPN El Paso got the contract for UTEP, we weren't the home for UTEP, sports when I first started at this station in 2019 when we got or 18 when we got the contract back. They were like, well, the natural idea is like bringing back Minor Talk. Yeah. Who wants to host it? I was like,
I got it.
Let's go.
Me in, coach.
Let's go.
That's cool. I know that you've gone through countless games, all types of sports. Do you have a game that stands out either because of what happened, any games like that I guess you would say it's your best or very memorable game that you've been to? Yeah,
great question. I mean, there's a lot of bad ones that stand out, but for the sake of let's try to be a little positive, right? Yeah. For some positivity, and like it's sad, right? Because I'm thinking like even the good ones, there's still some bad. Like even the one that kind of stands out for Minor Talk is like being out like 3 hours after the New Mexico Bowl and taking calls and stuff like that. And I was thinking, UTEP just making a bowl game, which at that time 2021 was the first time at that point in 7 years since UTEP had made it.
Damn.
So it was a long gap, and now there's been a gap since then. It's 2026 now. Yeah. So obviously there's a gap then. But they lost that game, and they lost kind of in heartbreaking fashion, low-key. Like, they lost on, like, a late fumble, and I was thinking, look, like, no matter what, it's positive because they made it to a bowl game. But, I mean, we're taking 3 hours of calls of just negative people. Like, they need to fire this guy. They need to get this thing in. And so that's one that stands out. But, like, I'll go with the positive one. And it's the 50th anniversary of the 1966 men's basketball team, Texas Western, winning a national championship. When you were in the Don Haskins Center, this was 2016. Everybody's throwing up their throwback 2016 photos now. This is the big trend.
That's crazy, dude.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's a pretty fucking fast 10 years that flew by. And when I was there, it was not only the game, but it was a sold out crowd. It was a crazy atmosphere. They had Barack Obama who cut in and like did like a big thing, a video for the 66 team. They had Phil Knight do a video too. They did like founder of Nike. They had all these people who came in. Pat Riley, who was on the Kentucky team, who UTEP beat or Texas Western beat at the time. So they had all these in-game antics, and the Miners were down. They rallied back. They won that game. So that one stands out to me as like, I don't know if there's going to be a better game. And then they won. Like, they fucking win that
game. The 50th anniversary, that's got to mean a lot, bro.
Well, that means that this year is 60, right? If we're math majors,
that's
right?
So
true, dude. That's true.
They're going to run it back now that how do you say when the athletes can now get paid? The collegiate.
That's an interesting idea. I mean, you can the NIL and all that kind of stuff. It's not going to happen this year for UTEP basketball as far as winning a national championship, but as far as maybe honoring the celebration, honoring the anniversary, that would be a cool thing for them to do this year.
They
but
should have like a parade every 5 years or something, dude, to kind of.
If we're honestly, like I've always grown up going to the UTEP games, bro, and I have memories, like tons of memories of my family, funny ones. But the one that I always stood out after learning history of Don Haskins is everybody like that plays in the NBA, no offense, is either a different race, right? And Don Haskins stood up for people. So I never thought, why does not the NCAA host like a slam dunk contest or like make it the purpose right here in El Paso, like to break the color break here in El Paso.
Chuy's onto something.
Yeah, man.
Make it the David Latin slam dunk contest, and then make it the
Neville Shed, the Willie Cager.
Did you have a torta this morning, Chuy?
No, she's waiting. She's waiting for me, but
that's why he's ready today.
I've always thought, like when I met David Latin, I'm like, dude, Allen Iverson, Vince Carter, everyone's doing shit, but they don't put your little name on the little. They don't name a dunk after you. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, and it's here in our backyard, you know?
I think people in El Paso should be, I mean, it's hard to go and support and go to a UTEP football game when year after year, they don't do good. But like Chu said, like growing up, like I went to a lot of games as well. You know, whether they lost or not, we were still there, especially because of my stepdad.
But what's different? What's different now? Because like it was a regular thing. And is it just the fact that we could all turn on the TV and watch UTEP, or what's the difference?
I can drink beer in the tailgate now.
I think it's now like it's the next generation, right? It's the next, because it was our dads that would take us, you know. And now that it's our turn, a lot of people don't either they go just for the tailgate to get fucked up, but to go and support, I don't know why people don't, you know. Actually, UTEP, going to UTEP.
Why don't you? Like what's your reason? Like, what are you doing on that Saturday? I'm actually like really interested. I'm flipping it now on you.
You know what? Like,
nice.
The thing is, I've gone to several games. Some of the games I've gone with Chuy. I think I've only gone to one or two with the family. I think it's just also like the timing of it, right? A lot of the times it's either in the morning or in the afternoon. And if it's on a Saturday and I have kids and a wife, there's always a birthday party to go to, or you know, my kids are not really into the sport, you know, and so we're having to think like, oh, we're gonna sit there and hear these kids whine and having us, you know, hey, can we go home now? And you know, dude, it's not, the game hasn't even started yet, you know, like. Like I always, every time I think about UTEP,
is it not family friendly? Sorry to stop you.
No, I think it is. But it's just like, how do you entertain somebody that's not into the sport? You know what I mean? Having to tell them the rules, and then you're seeing the team that you go see, and they're getting their ass beat, you know, 24-0 on second quarter and shit. You know?
So the main thing is they always lose.
Main thing is they lose. But yeah, but also like,
so if they were winning, the whining and everything would be justified. Like everything is okay.
I think
like
people would be more
it.
excited. I mean, if you go to a UTEP game and you're sitting there, you're not gonna see the people fucking cheering and shit. They're there fucking swearing, you know, get them off the field, and you know. Now if they were winning, bro, that would be a good way to go. I went to a Chargers versus the Cowboys game.
That's different. You're talking UTEP.
No, but that's the difference. Like, you can see people, and I can see my son. He was like, oh, like, the energy is being carried through, you know, everybody. So to go to a game and it's fucking, they suck and shit, you know, it's like I don't even want to be here. I tell my kids, can we go now?
But from my perspective, I hadn't gone for a while because, you know, growing up and stuff. But I went, like, after the NIL, and God bless, they did a good job. They're putting money. They have, a VIP now at the bottom with canopies. You have LED screens. It was nothing.
You guys should like endorse the party patio. Like they should have the Takeover Show.
Hey, if you could help us plug it in,
they should have like a live broadcast out there.
If they don't charge me $8 for a fucking beer, I'm down, dude.
I think it's 15 now, but let's
holy
do it.
Fuck, that's true, dude. Go back to $8.
that patio down there, like I saw it and I was like, whoa, like this has to be like something cool. And then you look around and you see LED boards. So they're doing little things that are bringing people back in.
They should do a lot more, dude.
They should do a lot
Stripper
more.
poles out there, fucking. I don't know. I remember there's times where like they would like throw like either burritos or hot dogs.
Ah, cabrón.
Like.
No, actually, he's right. He's
Yeah?
right. It'd be like a burrito man.
Yeah.
Did they really throw burritos at
Yes.
UTEP games?
Yes.
It was good
What?
times, man. Like every time I think about the UTEP football team, I always there's actually the reason why I'm a Chargers fan. I grew up a Cowboys, you know, my family's all Cowboys, and we were at a UTEP game, and just randomly I asked my stepdad, hey, who has the most rushing yards in college? And he's all like, a guy named Ladanius Thomason broke the record. And I was like, oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, and he was against UTEP, actually. And I was like, no fucking way. And so I did my research after that. I saw that he was playing with the Chargers already, with Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates. And that's how I became a fucking fan, dude. I was telling my dad.
Wow. That's a good story.
LT had to beat the shit out of the Miners for me to be a Charger fan.
You know how many badass, and you probably can name more than me, people have been here that are now in the NFL. But the main thing that's so nostalgic for me about the Miners, bro, and I don't know if they still have it, was when Pete used to fuck. Sorry for my language. Pete would just.
We've been saying fuck.
Sorry,
Like,
I know.
we've been
What the
saying
fuck, dude?
this whole time.
Pete would grab the fuck out of that shit and go, bah, motherfucker. And like that entrance was badass when it would explode and get smoky. And the Miners would come out.
This is what it is. This is what it was. It was on the video board, remember? And it was like some like sketchy, like this was like 2008 or like 2009.
We were like,
this was like when
back in the day.
animations were so big. They ran this one back like 3 seasons in a row.
They should bring all that shit back, dude. Like, even if it looks old.
No?
Well, now it's like AI. Like you could do even better, right?
That's
like
true.
you can make some awesome fucking graphics.
But like the fact that you could, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Do they still do a parade around the stadium and then walk in?
So they do a walk, but they also go down that mine shaft, mine shaft area. Yeah, they still do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, you guys bring up some really good points. I think like the big takeaway out of this is like changing the game day atmosphere a little bit and then having them win games. Like that would bring more fans back. Doing some fun things. Like one of the things when you guys were talking, I was like, why don't they have like mariachis like in the concourse like all the time?
Why don't they have like eloteros walking around or
no, seriously, like lean into our
Yeah.
culture.
Yes,
Like people fucking love hot dogs. They love the nachos and stuff. But you know what they also fucking love? The corn in the cup.
And the tortas.
Pinche loteros, and I'm gonna tap in. Make sure you follow Dulcis 2K22 if you ever need elotes. Send me a DM text.
My boy Chuy is an elote man. He's a candy man. He's a torta man. He's a every man.
No, yeah. If you guys ever, I would like to actually bring you guys some elotes to the studio, bro.
Let's do it,
You guys
bro.
are all
Yeah,
about
man.
it.
We're in. Steve and I love it.
Yeah.
Really quick, while we're still in the minor, what's your what do you think of the minor football team coming in 2026? Same coach still, right? We were still gonna have
Yeah,
the
still
coach.
same
Mr.
Scotty Walden.
Scotty Walden.
New conference, better conference in Mountain West.
we-
Harder schedule. They play Michigan and Oklahoma this year.
Ah, güey, ya
So
valieron
for
verga,
those that
güey.
don't understand the conference switch, can you explain a little bit?
Yeah. So they're going from a shitty conference in Conference USA
CUSA.
to a less shitty conference in the Mountain West. And the Mountain West makes geographic sense because one of the reasons why I was thinking maybe you guys wouldn't want to go to the games is UTEP's playing teams like Delaware and fucking Jacksonville State and like
shit.
all these like random teams that no one's ever fucking
Yeah, dude, I'm
heard
like, is
of,
that a
dude.
community college or what
Exactly.
the fuck?
And so now these schools have invested a lot of money, so they jump up to a higher level, which to them is big for them. They're going to the Conference USA, but now UTEP's making the jump over to the Mountain West, and it makes geographic sense. Yesterday, UTEP played Delaware. It was 2,000 plus miles for UTEP to go from El Paso to Newark, Delaware. Where is Delaware on the map? I'm pull up the fucking map.
I got you.
And so they're going from that one, Delaware, to Lynchburg, Virginia. So like these have no geographic sense with El Paso, Texas. None whatsoever. And when they come and make the trip over to El Paso, they're like, we don't want to do this. Like we don't want to go to Las Cruces. Like we don't want to have to come out here. So next year or this year in 2026, the Miners will have a lot of geographic sense with their schedule. They're playing teams like, you know, Air Force, which is in Colorado Springs, Northern Illinois, which is in Chicago, UNLV, which is in Vegas. You're not having to make a stupid trip to Ruston, Louisiana, dude. Now you can have, this is more fan conducive. You can have fans show up to any, tell me a city that doesn't have a flight to Vegas, right? Like you can go see the team in the conference tournament, in the Mountain West Conference tournament in Vegas. Like that makes so much sense. Albuquerque, we can drive 3.5
Finally,
miles up.
Fuck Albuquerque, dude.
And then
That's
go
far.
up to watch UTEP versus New Mexico.
And that's going to be a badass rivalry now if you think about it, because now we have Battle of I-10 with NMSU. Now imagine with the Lobos, right?
Yeah.
That'd be fucking cool, bro. Like,
Do you think you know, now being in this new conference, having I guess better teams come through, do you think maybe like ticket prices are gonna go up? Do you think anything like that?
Well, I mean, regardless of ticket prices or anything like that, if they charge you $15, if they charge you $5, if they charge you $50, you're not going to go if they don't win, right? Like that's the reality. You got to have a product out there that people get excited about. And right now it's too early. Like it's still the transfer portal part. They're still signing players. They're still filling up their coaching staff. They still need an offensive coordinator. Like it's really early. Maybe this comes out and we have some of the questions answered, but still there's still a lot of progress for this team. They had their whole offense pretty much enter the transfer portal or graduate. So
Damn.
they're not retaining a lot of players on offense.
Wasn't there man, I don't know his name, but I saw something about a quarterback.
Yeah, Malachi Nelson.
Malachi Nelson, fucking 4 teams or something like that.
Yeah, I mean he's bounced around, right? And he was a former number one prospect in college football or like in high school football. Number one, like he was in the same class as Arch Manning. In the and he was higher than Arch Manning, Lenore Sellers, who's killing it right now for South Carolina. Like all these guys, he was in that same class and he was number one. He went to USC, it didn't work. Goes to Boise State, doesn't work. Goes to UTEP, it doesn't work. And UTEP was really his only time where he had his full. Like a full starting season. So tough right there.
It is tough. I mean, especially, I mean, I feel like for a player like that, having a lot of pressure on your shoulders, But then I feel like it also looks bad when you're jumping around. You know, it's like why not give it more a chance? You know, you expect to be the shit like you were in high school, like right away in college. For some, it starts off like that, but I mean, like Manning, dude, like he started off kind of shitty at first, right? Did you see his first?
I would just say, like, he faced a lot of scrutiny, guys. Like, I think we judge quarterbacks wrong. Like, I think as a collective, like, I think it's easy for us to say, man, Dak sucks. Like, fuck Dak Prescott. Like, it's easy to say stuff like that.
Yeah, well, he does suck.
But when you watch the games, it's like, man, how many players on this entire field, not just quarterbacks, like players on this entire field are better than him right now. And I got to give him respect. Like, you got to give people like Arch Manning who they hit adversity, right? Like, you're not always supposed to be flawless. You're not always supposed to be Brady. You're not always supposed to be Mahomes. Like, you can take your lumps. Look at Trevor Lawrence. Like, he's probably Dak Prescott in, the AFC in a less scrutinized world. Like, he's had these ups, downs, roller coaster ride. And then look, like this past year, they were divisional champs when no one thought they could be that. They were a top 5 pick last year. So
they're doing good, man. He's doing good.
I think we've had we just don't judge quarterbacks properly. Like, think about the backup quarterbacks now. Once they're after like 3 years or so, they just dump them and they've never stepped foot on the fucking field in the NFL. So it doesn't make any sense. Like,
it's funny because like having this, like we all tend to judge and shit, right? And I saw this meme or this post where some guys like laying on his couch, or like they show a play and some guy doesn't catch the ball and some fat dude like laying on the couch like, oh, I would have caught that shit. Like, come on, you fucking suck. While he's like laying like, bro, shut the fuck
Or you
up.
you see the Latino versions. If la rodilla, if my knee.
If my knee was any better, I'd definitely.
What do you guys think about now in 2026? It's not so much, oh, I could do that. It's this is fake. This is rigged.
Yeah.
This is scripted.
Hey.
I see that mostly. Like I see
it all
especially
the time.
betting.
Like NBA, you see that shit's rigged. Like you see stuff like that also, like even in the UFC, like all sports, like if it doesn't come out like how most people expect or how you want it right away, you're like the fucking cheaters, dog.
What's the reaction by Leonardo DiCaprio? Hey, that's fake.
How
right
awesome
there.
was that? How awesome was that, dude? Like, that movie was so awesome. I just rewatched it not too long ago.
Hell
It's
yeah.
so good. It's so
Yeah, actually,
one battle after another.
shout out to Al. I helped out Al here. They brought in the location manager, Jacob.
Jacob Cena.
Jacob Cena. He's a
Not
guy
the-
that looked up all the locations for the movie, and so I got to meet him, and he took us out to eat. He's a really cool guy, and the way they made that movie, bro, the way that he was explaining it, it's fucking. It's pretty cool. I still haven't seen it completely. I started watching it with my wife the other day and fell asleep and shit. Shout out Dulce Edibles, by the way. But guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're about 30 minutes in this first half. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Gotta check the cameras here. Before we do take a break here, can you let everybody know on this camera right here and let them know where they could follow you, where they could hear you, and all that stuff?
Adrian Broaddus, Twitter and X is probably my more, I'm more active on Twitter and X. You can follow me on Instagram, but I'd rather you follow the 600 ESPN El Paso account. So 600 ESPN El Paso on Instagram, and then check us out on YouTube. Check us out on our podcast channel, right? 600 ESPN El Paso. We post daily podcasts, and then Minor Talk, wherever you get your podcasts.
Sheesh. Guys, we'll have all those links here at the bottom below. Make sure you guys are following and subscribing. When we come back, I kind of want to get into what the future looks like for our boy Adrian here, and if you have any events coming up, we'll talk about that as well. So guys, make sure you guys are following, subscribing, and we'll be right back right after this.
Thank you, guys.
Yo.
Welcome back, guys, to episode number 68, I believe. 68, second half. Once again, thanks to our boy here, Adrian Broaddus.
Thank you guys so much, man. You guys kill it. Nah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
We were talking about, UTEP. We were talking about your time there at ESPN 600. What is the future looking like for you, bro? Do you have any plans, any big plans coming up? Is there any type of things that you haven't done that you want to do?
I just honestly, it sounds cliche, but I kind of take this day by day. I wish I was in a position where I could plan a little bit like that. I have personal goals that, want to achieve myself, but as far as where we're going, the journey and all that kind of stuff, it's seasonal, right? So, in a couple months, we're talking El Paso Chihuahuas and another season with them. And then, 8 months from now, we're talking UTEP football. And then after that, we're talking UTEP basketball again. And right now we're in the middle of the basketball season. So it goes in cycles. We're all about that. We love working with some of our great partners out there. Like I'm getting ready for the Barstool Open, which is in downtown El Paso.
Did we sign up for that?
Yes, we're on our way to sign up so we can play the...
You better, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to sell out. Yeah, it's going to sell out.
It sells out quick, man.
It's
That
the
shit's
day
fun.
Drinking. It's fun. Maybe that's where I ran into some of you guys before.
Actually, we went a couple of years ago, and it was me, Chuy, my wife, and our boy Chris, and my boy. And there's actually a vlog out there. I'll bring it up. But at the end of the day, dude, Chris was passed out on the table, bro, inside a bar.
We had a little,
It's a tough day.
It's a good...
It was fucking. It was
it's a
fun,
good time.
man. It was fun. Now we are in the middle of the basketball season. In your opinion, what's your favorite sport to cover?
I think I'd probably lean toward football when I'm in the thick of it, and I love high school football. I think high school football is so much fun. It's football at its purest form. I've really enjoyed doing college and stuff like that. But I would go like if I tier it in football, like coverage, I love high school. I love the NFL. That's more of a fan, but like high school is number one always.
Really?
And, yeah, because the kids try their asses off. This past year was so much fun for high school football. There's amazing prospects that come out of El Paso, right? Like Jeremiah Cooper is going to go to Penn State next year. He's going to be an NFL prospect.
He's a running back, right?
He's a running back who came out of Andrus, Andrus High School. Then you got in your hood in Canutillo, L.J. Martin, who is running it back next year with BYU. He was the Big 12 offensive players of the year.
I was like, don't we have someone in BYU?
Like he's a baller, dude. And then you got two El Paso-born guys who played a little bit at Pebble Hills. They're at TCU right now. Devin Deal, Robert Deal, or Marcus Deal, I should say. And those guys had a chance to play at Pebble Hills when they were, kind of coming out through El Paso. So there's been some great prospects. And then this past year, I mean, I've never watched a better high school prospect than Jake Fetty. Like what he was able to do at Del Valle. And it was a great class. It was El Dorado, who had Ryan Estrada, who's going to Minnesota next year. They've got, Ernie Powers, who broke a city record this past year for Franklin High School.
Yeah, touchdowns, right?
Of touchdowns and rushing yards. And then offensive lineman Justin Morales, he's going to be going to Arizona in the Big 12.
There you go.
El Paso's kind of getting on the map for football. Like this is a great thing right here. Like, and then Davion Singleton, can't forget about him at Chapin. He's going to UTEP, but he turned down Power 4 offers to go to UTEP. So like this guy was an absolute baller. He played quarterback for them, but he probably played anywhere on the field, like running back, wide receiver, anything like that.
Hell yeah, dude. Do you think that I mean, I was thinking back when I was in high school. I graduated 2009 from Franklin. And back then, it was like Coronado, Franklin being the top. Every now and then, Chapin would be up in the top. Do you see like how teams change, how good they are? Because I would never hear of like El Dorado before or Del Valle, and now they're you hear them all the time how they're doing really good. What do you think? How do you think that happens?
First off, open enrollment in certain districts, right? Like having that opportunity to not recruit, but kind of recruit, right? Like we're going to get them when they're 8th grade, 9th grade, and then bring them over here to the school. And they do it the legal way. They don't do it the Midland way or like the East Texas way where it's like, hey, let's get your pops a job, pushing boxes or whatever.
And that's not bad though, too.
Not bad either, right? Because I mean, how cool would that be? Like that's life changing as well, right?
Dad, I got you a job, Dad.
Only you're at the 915 though.
No, now it's like now it's like all right, invest in me, Dad, and then down the line I can get you repaid through NIL, compensation stuff like that. Yep. So
I've always loved
different levels.
I've loved watching high school football and college football, and I've always wondered, like, man, even college, man. I would always think, my stepdad always tell me, I like watching college better than the NFL, and And it's kind of the same with high school, but I feel like because they're playing for something, right? There's still another level to get to. You see these college guys fucking play, and then you see them go to the NFL. I think it's a lot different, you know? I think the money gets in their head once they get in the NFL.
I would argue to you now, I don't like college football. Like, I love it. I'm watching, you know, national championship. I watch every single game, but it's not the same. It's really not. It's
what do you think it changed?
Well, think about, remember when we're talking, you know, the 2010s of Texas versus Texas Tech in the Big 12, and Texas A&M is in there too, and Missouri's in there, and now everybody's all over the place and all these different conferences and stuff like that. But the money has 100% changed everything. UTEP is not in the same league as Texas Tech, but at the end of the day, they're both FBS. They're not in the same league. Texas Tech can pay their athletes whatever they want to do. UTEP has a cap of what they can spend. And that's why I go back to the NFL. Like, I'm NFL through and through, and I love the Shield because there's at least a salary cap. It's not like the Wild Wild West. Like Texas Tech, it's like, here's $40 million. Oh, no, here's $4 million to come over here. And the player's like, I think I kind of want to go to LSU. And they're like, here's $6 million. Like, okay, I'll sign.
Put me in, coach. Put me in. Do you
life-changing money right there?
It is, because half of these guys are not going to fucking play, dude. Not going to get that second contract in the NFL. Like, not even half. It's like 75% of them are not going to get this money.
Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, what's the chance of even making it to the NFL, even as a college player, right? You could be really good. And how many players get drafted every year?
You're probably talking like 250, right? Out of 7 rounds.
Thousands of fucking players.
Yeah.
That do it, man. I think it's something that, I mean, growing up, I always wanted, like, oh, man, I want to be a football player and shit. I was this tall in 8th grade. You know, I stopped growing in 8th grade. So I was, like, kind of tall, you know, and I was like, shit, dude.
Peaked in middle school.
All right, boys. I asked, what are the chances of making it in the NFL? Making the NFL is extremely difficult, with only 1.6% of NCAA football players getting drafted, roughly 0.23 of all high school players eventually reaching the league.
Not even a 1%.
Go make your money now. Go make your money now if you're in college. Like, I don't blame these college guys, but at some point the money's going to dry out, right? Or maybe not. Maybe with the oil money out in Texas Tech, it'll continue. I don't know. Austin can print out blank checks. Like, maybe it won't run out. Who knows?
Damn, dude. Fuck. We need to have that shit here, UTEP, bro. Just start writing checks, dude. Just add another zero to that, dude.
So it says out of 16,000 eligible college players, only 250 get drafted, around 1.5.
Wow, I was spot on that. Yeah. I just bullshitted to you, like, hey,
that's what he says on the radio, bro. But he gets it right. He gets it
right, baby.
Now, bro, are you into any combat sports like boxing, UFC?
All right, give me my sports palette. Okay, so number 1 is football. Number 1 is the NFL. Number 2 is the NBA. I love the NBA. Number 3,
what team?
LeBron James.
There you go.
Damn.
LeBron James.
So you're a Lakers fan?
By default, for now.
Wow.
For now.
Wherever LeBron goes,
like Justin Herbert. There you go.
Yeah.
And then number 3 is UFC for me, man. UFC's climbed the ranks for me. I've gotten a chance to be involved, really, really with it. I do PR marketing, and I kind of, work with them. It's AJ Hodgkins, who's a pro fighter out of El Paso. And I really enjoy this kind of role. It's something I do on the side, and I've got a chance to experience all of his 3 pro fights, of his 3 wins, and go with his camp. For that. But then on the flip side, I love watching it now. Like, I was probably I'm a new fan. I jumped into the sport in like the pandemic, or like right after the pandemic, and then now I am like diehard. Like, I got to watch every card, every fucking pay-per-view, every fighter. Like, I love everything about it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Boxing too.
Because of that, dude, I'll forgive you about the whole LeBron James, man. You're very cool.
Who's your favorite fighter? Who do you like?
Oh, man, I'm a big Khamzat.
Chimaev. I didn't know his name like a year ago.
Chimaev did it. That guy is a beast, bro. That guy's a beast.
So you like wrestling?
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, he could fight, dude. Like, he's aggressive. Like, fucking, he had for his first 4 or 5 fights, he had only been hit once or twice. You know, he ended the fights under a minute in the first rounds. You know, he's a badass. But there's also a lot of other, Holloway is good.
My boy Poirier's gone.
Poirier retired, man. Yeah, bro. You know, and actually, my brother Kevin was looking up a little video of Conor McGregor. And I heard Conor McGregor's like, oh, we're not here to take part, we're here to take over. And that's where the name for the Takeover Show came.
Oh, I like that. That's a
I
good
heard
story.
it off my brother,
That's
and I was
awesome.
like, yo, dude, we should name it the Takeover Show.
Okay, quick question for both you guys. Favorite Halloween movie or favorite horror movie, I should say. Favorite.
Ooh,
Black Phone.
Okay.
You were watching Black Phone, huh? You did tell me about that, dude. Fuck,
It's
man.
badass.
So all time. I'm asking all time.
I don't like horror movies.
Okay, fair,
I'm a
fair.
pussy.
Okay, you? Misa?
I mean, like you know, like I think it was like in middle school when I stopped really watching shows because I felt
Okay,
like they were kind
fair.
of corny.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, when I was very little, even to this day, that I still like to watch. It's not like a horror movie; it is a suspenseful movie, and it's The Sixth Sense.
Okay. Oh, fair. I like it. Okay. So one of my favorite of all time is Halloween, and Michael Myers is in it, right? So we all know Michael Myers.
yeah.
Alex Pereira is Michael Myers, guys. Like he is I love him. He is my favorite
That's
fighter.
dope.
I love what he does. He
Chama.
stares down people. He
Never
beats
smiles.
them. Never smiles. He doesn't blink, which I mean I feel like Michael Myers doesn't blink either.
not human, bro.
So like Alex Pereira is the closest thing we have to Michael Myers, and I fucking love him. I will, you know, the Ankalaev rematch that just happened was like one of my favorite fights ever. And I've enjoyed watching him just kind of like dominate the sport because that's what the UFC is kind of missing, right? The stars, the dominant guy, like the guy that you maybe root against or root for. And they don't really have that right now. He could be that guy.
I don't know.
You know who's gonna be that guy? That he's getting very popular, and I love him, dude. Fucking Patty the Batty, bro.
Oh, he's
Hey,
yeah,
next
he's
week.
climbing, yeah,
Next
he's climbing.
week.
Irish
I'm ready
eyes.
for it.
So for me, bro, I used to like Charles Oliveira, bro, Brandon Moreno. I like I want to throw in there big ass fucking Ugano.
Okay.
I like Stipe. I like obviously I like McGregor. I like Max Holloway. Like
John Jones. Nobody's mentioned John Jones,
John
man.
How
Jones.
cool would an
bro.
Alex Pereira John Jones fight be?
In the White House, dude. It's not gonna happen, dog.
Maybe.
Usman took a kick to the head, but he's still there. You know, like
What are your thoughts on like Jake Paul and like him?
Nah,
fighting all
not a
these other
fan.
guys,
Not a
man?
fan. I'm really not, guys. I can tell you that I respect it all, but I'm not a fan. Like this is really like put a spotlight on boxing is all the problems with it. They kind of showed like, hey, how you can make money with it and get a good spotlight because we're sitting here talking today. And we're not talking about Alexander Usyk. Like we're not talking about like, you know, some of the fighters out there who you would spend money or you would take time and fucking watch this guy and be like, that's a boxer right there. And that's why I think I've always truly been a combat sports fan. Like my grandfather won a couple belts in Juarez. Like he was a boxer, like a pro boxer. So this is like kind of, you know, in the background for me, but UFC's kind of filled that void for me, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah, man, I fucking love UFC.
But how cool is that Crawford fight? Like, I mean, dude, like when we got a chance and you watch Crawford at the end of it, like crying and doing this, like that was maybe the best fighting moment of last year was such a good year for combat sports. Look at Chuy. He's like, he can't even console
him,
himself.
dude.
He probably lost a lot of money on Canelo. That's what happened, right? Lost a lot of money on Canelo.
you know how cooked I got at the carne asada by all my tios. Oh man,
I never wavered.
Canelo.
I was all Crawford for that one.
Yeah, bro. I used to fight a lot, man. I was a very aggressive
no
kid
way.
back then. You know, like I wouldn't let anybody just if somebody looked at me wrong, I'd just go and like hit him in the face or something. So you know, once I started getting older, you know, I was like, oh, maybe I should get into jujitsu and to
Since the
training and
foreskin
stuff like that,
shed a
you know?
little, he started growing up.
But I mean, I played a lot of football and I fractured a disc on my back. I broke a lot of bones playing, and so I was like, nah, man, I needed something, you know.
Yeah.
And UFC was out and about, and it saved my life, dude. I told my kids, like, dude,
No
you're
way.
lucky. You're lucky I'm watching UFC because I'd be using these moves on your ass.
Beating that ass.
Beating that ass, man. Real quick, man. I know we talked about football. We talked about, you know, combat sports. The Super Bowl, we mentioned the Super Bowl is coming up.
Yes.
We still have a few more games to go before the Super Bowl. Who do you think is going to make it all the way? And
Well, I'm wearing a Rams hoodie, so I gotta say Rams, and then I'm gonna go on the and then on the other side, I'm going. I'll just go with the Bills and just say a team with experience. Okay,
really,
so
the
Rams,
Bills.
Bills. Yeah.
Rams, Bills, dude. You know, the Broncos
That'd be
are going to
pretty
go all
cool.
the way, dude. And I don't like the
Maybe
Broncos.
so. Yeah, maybe so. This is the first, you know, big test for them right here in
You
the playoffs.
think Rodgers is going to retire?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is it for him.
I think UTEP should call him up.
Maybe one more year of
One
eligibility.
more year, dude. Come
Hey,
back to
UTEP,
college.
come back.
How old do you have to be? Oh, what's the oldest that you could be in a?
I don't know. Like, not 40, that's for sure.
Well,
That's
actually,
the
I
cutoff.
saw this video. I don't know if it was a small college, but there was like a 50-year-old man.
I saw that too, that he had
like
come
joined-
back and
yeah.
he'd rejoin things like that. That's, I mean, credit to him, right? I mean, for
Yeah.
doing that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I would
yeah.
try. I would do that, bro. I'd just go back, and I'll probably just tell the other kids like, "Hey, where's your mom at, boy?
Hey, yo. Hey, where that torta
I went
at?
to school with your mama."
Hey, Hershey a torta now. What's up? What's up,
that's
Willy
hilarious.
Rato? No, but I was just kidding.
That's funny,
so
man.
we like to talk about sports, everything here, but we do have a segment called the cultural segment.
Okay, let's do it. I'm ready
I was
for it.
wondering-
Yeah,
we can get
It
into
is
that
called
right
a
quick.
cultural segment.
Brought
and
to you by the boys at Dulce. So
hosted by your boy Chuy.
I got my co-host on this one right here. So it's a this or that type of question.
Let's do it. I'm ready. I love these questions.
Chico's Tacos or L&J's Cafe?
Nowadays, Ellen J's.
All right, man. Are we doing burritos from Lucy's or burritos from Rafa's?
Can I say burritos from Crisostomo?
I was gonna, and that's crazy. I was gonna cut out Lucy's and say Crisostomos or
I'm on the Crisostomo kick lately. Yeah.
Crisostomos is the shit.
Huevo con weenie way.
Hey!
huevo
Are
con
we-
weenie, chorizo.
Are we West Side or East Side?
Oh, come on, guys.
Come on,
Ah.
shit, dude. East side. All right, man. Are we
West
doing?
side till we die.
Are we doing? You want to go take your wife out, your girl out to see a nice view? Are you taking her to Scenic Drive or are we going to Trans Mountain?
Oh, scenic view. Scenic view.
Scenic.
Okay.
Good,
All
good
right,
drive.
all right.
Scenic
All right.
drive, yeah.
Now, when we want to go visit and we want to go hang out, do you prefer going to San Jacinto Plaza or the Star on the Mountain?
You know what? Star on the Mountain because the drive is really nice down Rim Road and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've always wanted to go up there, bro.
Yeah. Really
Yeah, I don't know
nice.
how people get on that.
It's like a trail. I mean, it's closed and shit, but
Yeah.
But
shit. If I'm
Hey,
paying,
if y'all know, drop it in the comments or on our DMs. My boy Misa.
all right, man. So going back to UTEP, bro. You rather do UTEP football, UTEP basketball?
UTEP basketball. History is there.
Wow,
History
yeah.
is there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
History is there. I love UTEP basketball.
The Don Haskins Center or the Sun Bowl?
Sun Bowl, because I mean, as iconic as the Don Haskins Center is and what it resembles, a stadium carved inside a fucking mountain.
I think most people. I think what people in El Paso need to
And
do
on
is
a video
look up a drone video of the Sun Bowl because a lot of people don't see it up from the sky.
Yeah, it's
But if
beautiful.
you see it, it
It's
is fucking
sick.
awesome.
Yes,
dude. It
I
is- it's
agree.
awesome. Now, are we doing El Paso Chihuahuas or El Paso Locomotives?
Oh, I love the Chihuahuas. It's partial. No knock to soccer or anything. I love them both. But man, Chihuahuas. This past year, I probably went to like 15 games. It was one of the most most times I've been out there, and I just loved it. Like it is El Paso. When you go out to the Chihuahuas games, that is El Paso.
Shout out
yeah,
Jason
dude.
Craig
They
doing his
fucking
thing.
serve you
Yeah, shout out
nachos.
Jason Craig, baby.
He's
They
doing
serve
his
you
thing out
nachos
there.
on a dog bowl, bro. Call me a dog.
And then they got Jason Craig doing his thing.
hey, shout out Jason Craig.
So many great people over there. Love that place.
Hell yeah! You know what, dude? I love soccer. I like it, but what pisses me off, and then people are like, "You mean football?" Like, shut the fuck up, dude. All right, if you're one of those people out there that call soccer football,
Food. It's food.
unfollow us right now, dude.
All right, Adrian, we got a couple around here. Live radio or podcasting?
Great question. Live radio, because you never know what could
Or
hit
live
the flam,
podcasting.
The fam. Yeah.
Live
Both
radio,
of
you know that's a goal of mine, man. To maybe get on the radio somehow or something. Maybe even like late night or something. You know, just talk to them drunks and stuff. And I want to try out the radio for sure.
I love it. Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, dude. Are we doing which one? Okay, Lucky. No.
This one or Cometa?
Oh, Taco Tote or El Cometa?
I tried this new place called Flautas Juarez, and it's like Cometa on steroids. So yeah, it's like
Damn.
downtown, and it's right off Paisano, but they got a parking lot. So I'm gonna choose them. But if I had to choose between those two, it's Cometa.
Cometa. All right, good choice. Are you a red or green enchilada man?
Green.
Hell yeah!
Green. There we go.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a controversial topic
So
with an egg on top.
I got one. I got
hungry,
one
dude.
left, but he has a controversial one. Mine is we all listen to FM. We're all here in El Paso. It's a 915 thing. Are you with Power 102 or are you with 104.3?
You know, honestly, and this is no knock to them because I don't listen to radio, and I'm on the radio, guys. Like
That's
I don't
fucking
listen.
crazy,
That's
dude.
terrible, dude. I shouldn't even admit this publicly, right? Like,
Hey, Grizz,
Yeah,
come
come
get
on,
this
man.
boy.
Yeah,
That's how we're gonna start off this
but-
episode.
No,
with
no,
that.
don't, please don't. No, I'm kidding. You should. But a big shout out to Johnny Cage. I'm going 104.3 and Mondo the Monster Medina. I met those. You know, I've known Mondo forever.
Right.
I'm good friends with Mondo, and I would say for as far as Johnny Cage goes, you know, that guy's awesome, man. He's a legend, and you know, I've got a chance to talk to him, meet with him. We've talked off air and stuff like that, and so it's cool to interact with a guy like that who's so down to earth, so genuine. And people ask like, oh, you know, is he like that, you know, in real life? Yeah, the answer is 100% yes.
Yeah,
like,
man,
that guy's as real as it gets.
He was our first
as chuco
guest
as it gets.
of this podcast. He should be back here soon for round 2, guys. But like I've said it before, man. A lot of people always have this idea of him, or you know, or maybe they knew him back then. And
Yeah,
they're like,
no, there's no-
I have a friend that used to date his cousin, and she used to say that he was a dick and shit like that.
like,
But then
nah,
you get to meet him, bro. And I promise you, man, you become very
Yeah,
good.
that's just an
Gentleman.
El Paso thing, guys. And like we as a collective like need to be like uplifting, right? Like
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
somebody's like, "Hey, what do you know about this guy?" Hey, that guy's badass. Like
Yeah.
that guy, you know what? I don't
Yes.
know him, but you know, I like what he's doing. Instead of like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Like,
you
If you have
Yeah.
nothing nice to say, don't
Shut
say
the
that.
fuck
but
up.
that's a bit of an El Paso.
And we call that growing up here on our podcast, growing up your tía and your mom. No le hables a ese güey, don't talk to him porque está gordo, está feo, you know?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you bring it home and it's like, nah, you...
My mom didn't want me to talk to Chuy because of those same reasons.
Estoy gordo y estoy guapo. You know
But
what
I
I'm
was like,
saying?
all right, whatever, ma. Now I have this last question, man.
Controversial.
Hey, we might get the gloves.
Yeah, man. We've had to fight a few guests on the pod because of this. Do you consider is a hot dog a sandwich?
Wow, this is I think you guys asked me this.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we? Oh shit! I hope
3
you-
years ago. I don't remember my answer. Yeah, I'll just defer to my answer back then that didn't get my ass kicked. It is a sandwich, right? Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Get the
Okay, it's not a sandwich. It's not a sandwich.
I'm gonna have to delete this whole fucking episode, dude.
It's not a sandwich. Never mind.
No, I mean a hot dog is a hot dog, bro. You don't call. I mean, a sandwich. It's a burger. You could call a burger a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know, you could call a sandwich a sandwich. You know, but it's kind of like, okay, people are like, well, it's bread and there's meat. in
No,
there.
yeah.
I was
I
like,
don't.
no, dude,
You know
it's
what? I like what you're saying because like the people who want to be technical about everything, it's just like chill out, bro. Like we're just talking about a hot dog or sandwich or not. It's just a hot dog. So I'm on your side. You made me flip back. So
Hell yeah.
let the
Hell
record
yeah, dude.
reflect
We
that it's
converted
not
a
a
man.
sandwich.
We converted, dude.
He converted. So I'm going to jump into the next segment. It's under 1 minute. It's called Sakil Chisme. It's trending
Okay.
topics.
Let's do it.
What are your thoughts? Can I get that music?
Uh-oh.
What are your thoughts on K-pop, BTS coming and choosing?
I had so many texts about this, so they were really hyped about it. People are already asking me, hey, is the radio station getting tickets? And I was like, no.
Oh, that's why Chu was hitting you up.
But
about that, dude.
low key we do. So like I just didn't want to tell everybody that we had them. So yeah, there you go.
I'm sure you know on Fifth FM as we're here recording. There's a big outage on the
Yeah.
west side, man. But there's a lot of things going on. The
Yes.
water broke it. Like, what's your thought on all
Well,
that?
I'll
dude?
say this, shout out to FitFam, and I think that they magnify and put a spotlight on all the things that we kind of don't pay attention to that are important. So shout out to El Paso Matters, Diego Mendoza Moyer's one of my best friends. He's energy, and he also talks about all the utilities. So like he's a reporter to talk about all that kind of stuff. So I defer to him and read all of his stuff when it comes to this kind of stuff to see the bigger problems with
Right,
it. But it seems
right.
like we do have some bigger problems.
Yeah, I
here in
mean,
the city.
we just also heard that you might even get like a $10 increase on your water bill.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
But dude, the roads are horrible. Like
Yeah.
you go on Mesa and you see some of the medians and like how bad the weeds go. Like it looks horrible. So it's
bad.
like,
It's bad.
you know, could you pay $10 more and the streets look a little nicer?
yeah, dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know no one wants a rate hike. Like I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
not
dude.
at
Yeah,
all.
dude. That you know what, bro? Everybody to each their own, man. You want some water? Go get it yourself.
Well, actually, I brought a sample away from the Northeast. Y'all want to try it?
Oh shit, dude. Is it brown? Is it dirty?
Está rica, güey.
A live test.
Oh shit! It smells like illegals. All right,
It smells
man.
like my grandparents' fucking faucet. But on talking about sports, my boy, I don't know if you guys know, but AEW has a partnership with CML Wrestling, and we have an El Paso native who just got signed to
Yes, I saw this.
AEW. So I want to give her a shout out right quick. Her name is Percy La Dios. So I'm guessing that's her stage name, and I want to congratulate her. Please go do your thing out there in El Paso. Bring back the gold, and AEW is coming here in a couple months.
Chuy
So
said he wouldn't mind getting choked out by her, dude.
I would not.
There you go.
Boom, but
He would not fight back.
that's the chisme of the.
Yeah, man, some good stuff.
Good stuff,
community right
guys.
now.
Good stuff out here. So this is what we're gonna do, man. We are coming down towards the end of this pod.
Thank you guys for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you, man. I want to do our last words. Actually,
I don't want to talk about this.
I do, man. He's my buddy.
Let's do it.
He's
Go
my
ahead.
buddy, man.
Ask me about
Everybody, wait. Moment of silence.
it. The funny thing is, everybody was like, "You guys are waiting to ask." But then you had to ask all the stupid questions before this.
So let's have a moment of
Go ahead.
silence right
Moment
quick.
of silence, man.
No moment of silence.
Yeah,
This
you
is
know
my
what?
boy.
He doesn't. Yeah, dude. Shout out. For those that don't know, I'll post this picture. You see it right there. Our boy Buzz Adams did get arrested. His mugshot is everywhere, and I gotta say, man, he needs a haircut, dude. He needs a haircut. They don't call him Buzz Adams for nothing. But what are your thoughts when you saw it, bro?
I kind of knew about it, and I just will say that today, Justin Underwood of White and Underwood
Hey,
joined
shout
the
out my
KLAQ
lawyers.
Yeah, there you go. Kyle joined the KLAQ Morning Show.
Oh, that's right.
Talked
I
about
missed
the
it.
entire
I
thing.
missed it.
Yeah, this is a perfect set. Like, hey, if you missed this, check out their podcast
There it
because
is.
I'll defer all my thoughts to that because actually, when you hear it, you're like, oh, okay, this wasn't that big of a deal. So there you go.
Yeah. But there's always something, man. Shout out to Buzz. He's been on our show a couple of times. And what's funny is that one of the last times that we had him on, he had just gotten into a bike accident, bro. Do you remember that time?
Yeah, I do.
Broke his face. I never knew that you could stop a bike by using your face, Chuy.
Well, I would say
apparently I learned you can now.
There you go.
But-
Buzz, yeah, I'll say this: down to earth guy. I'd consider him a friend of mine, and I back him all day. So that's my guy, Buzz.
I back him
Guys,
up too,
shout
my
out
boy.
to Buzz, man.
Buzz always gave us the opportunity. He led us into Nubes, and he came and became our bartender for the day. Now, I do want to go into the comments. My boy has a lot of love in the community. First, shout out Javi Bailon put, I'm going to start calling him Buzzed Adams. Now, shout out Joe put, caught a good buzz, huh? Laughed my ass off. Fucking Misa
Somebody put,
that
Uncle's
man's
having a good time.
Misa puts, that man's a legend.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Buzz, man. Hopefully we get him on here soon again. But final words for you, Chuy. Let's go ahead and do our final words here.
I'm gonna let my final words. Adrian, we met way back then. You were a classmate of my sister, Cece. And,
That's right. We talked about this.
You used to work at Polo, bro.
Shout out Polo.
I used to work at DC Shoes, so that's how I met
Let's
you.
go.
I would wait for Cece to lock up, and we would all walk to the cars together.
Oh, that's awesome,
Yeah,
bro.
so, like,
I didn't even know this.
Yeah,
this is great.
so I kind of
Fuck
remind
yeah.
you, and with Eddie Vargas, I don't know.
Chuy's like,
I
I'll
do
see you in a
remember
few
Eddie
years.
Vargas.
He's my
Shout out
boy,
Eddie
too.
Vargas.
Yeah, so,
if you
yeah.
see him, say what's
I
up,
will,
dude.
bro. That's
yeah.
my boy, like to life.
Okay.
He just had a daughter too.
Shout out Polo.
Yeah. So I want to appreciate you for always doing your thing for the community, bro. Minor Talk is actually a cool concept you're doing, and you do have listeners before you know it that are our age. So keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Thanks, man. I don't do it. I just do it for the people.
We like to call this you have two friends here, no matter besides business, camera, off camera. So whenever you want to just catch a beer, catch a buzz, or just talk some sports,
Thank
or
you,
watch
guys.
a game or something.
That means a lot. That really means a lot, Chewy. Thank you.
Hopefully,
Appreciate
bro,
you.
the Rams.
Let's go, baby. I love it.
Hopefully the Rams.
There we go. So it was a dap and then a handshake for,
Yeah,
for
dude,
the
this
Rams
guy-
team.
this
That's
guy does
professional.
this
I had
shit
to
in my
throw the
face,
Rams one
like,
in there.
He does this 5 times or 6 times in every episode where I see
I
his
love it.
fucking hand in my face. But final words for you, Adrian.
Guys, I have to leave because if I don't leave right now, I'm gonna miss my show.
All right, you gotta go. But thank you, man. We do have an open door
And thank
policy.
you guys so much. I want to be back on. Don't wait for 3 years. Bring me back.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys are following and subscribing. Make sure you guys stay safe and stay fresh. We're out.